Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 06.05.2026. Current time is 05:57 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. Southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, Fireman Rich over there on Twitch, Fireman Rich over there on Locals, and at Richard M. Roberts on YouTube. Those are the four platforms we're on. We got 5 on Rumble, 1 on Locals, 1 on YouTube, and 2 on the Twitch there. I do have the morning coffee, as it wouldn't be a morning coffee show if we didn't have a cup of coffee here, folks. Oh my God, that's tasting good. We're Friday. Thank God it's Friday. End of the week. We made it to the weekend, folks. Let the weekend begin. Except for you working stiffs. You got to go work your 8 hours and then you got the weekend there. The weekend's here. So it's time to just kick back and play and stuff. And we're starting today with a hashtag, positive start to today, hashtag PSTTD. And I want to say good morning to our Jersey girl, Tina. Thank you for being here. Hope you had a good week. And as we're entering into the weekend phase, I love the weekend. I've been feeling like I've been on the weekend all this week. But good morning to Tina coming in from Central New Jersey, and she's getting her coffee. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing to be doing right now. And the missus says good morning to you, Tina, as normal. And she's enjoying her coffee out in the living room there as far as that goes. I guess I gave out too much information, she would tell me. But she could hear me, right? Yep. It's like, I pay attention, I can hear you. Yeah, you pay attention if you pay attention. Yeah, there you go. But we're glad to be here this morning, and it's I got the I instead of wait till the break, I said, "What the hell?" I got the back window open and got the shades open here to get a little day. It's daylight out there, folks, and it looks like it's going to be a nice day again. We've had some nice weather this week, some outstanding weather. A busy week for me this week, a very busy week. Along with playing a couple of good chess games, I won my chess game Wednesday. What a game that was! Oh my lord, probably. Um, I've never spent so much time looking at a particular. This is in the end game. Before I make this move, I'm looking at everything because I thought I was in checkmate. I thought I was going to be in checkmate, and I spent like close to 5 minutes looking at this, and we're just sitting there in silence. At the end of the game, when I did eventually, I won with a checkmate at the end. But this one particular move, my neighbor who I play chess Mondays out down at his place down the side street here by the golf course on the gazebo, and we play Wednesday down at the local library and chess club. We are the chess club, just the two of us. But he said that's the longest he's ever seen me take to make a move. Usually, I'm within the first minute. I don't do the speed chess or anything like that, but uh, we we had a very good game. Probably one of the most intense games we've had. Monday's game was no fluke either. That was a pretty decent game too. I pulled that one out of my rear end and stuff like that. Hey, Tony D's here. Good morning, Tony D. Salute to you, my friend. Hashtag positive start today. Good morning to the missus from Tony, and the missus says good morning to you this morning. As far as she gives me this blanket, before I go live. I'm going live, and she says, "Say good morning to everybody." So good morning to you, Tony. Hope all is well down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. That's where he's at. He's probably at the job site turning a wrench on an F-15 or something like that. So you got to get through your 8 hours, and the weekend's here, Tony, as far as that goes. So hope all is well with you, my friend. And as far as that goes, and let's see. It's coming with the temperature. We'll get the temperatures and weather there. Coming in on the YouTube, on the Rumble, and I expect a Twitch there soon. Tina went to get her coffee. She'll be right back. And there it is. There we go. There's the hello and the salute to my friend. And Tina saying good morning to Tony from Twitch to Twitch, and um, have an active chat here. That's one of the things I like about uh, doing the live stream. You have conversations as far as that goes and stuff. It's a place of conversations in a manner of speaking. Sometimes we don't have any conversation. Last night I ended up live streaming Lord of the Rings online for a few hours. There was no conversation, but I had some good playing time last night and stuff like that. Lord, I got a little confused with some of the quests, but I think I got it straightened out there towards the end. So we'll probably be broadcasting tonight some Lord of the Rings online. I'm really getting back into that as far as that goes. But the chess games went good this week. I push mode Tuesday. The lawn is still looking great, fabulous. It's just looking really groomed and everything. My neighbors are jealous. No, I'm just saying. We try. Everybody tries to keep their lawns mowed there towards the end of the week and stuff. And but I was push mowing. No status on the riding lawnmower. It's been a week. Um, it's in the shop. So it's where it's supposed to be, but I haven't gotten any status, so they haven't gotten ready to do work. This time of year with all the lawns mowing, these lawnmower shops that do maintenance and all that and care on and selling of lawnmowers are really busy. So I just wanted to get in the shop. Push mowing this last Tuesday, like I said, Wednesday, I think I talked about it. It went without a hitch. It takes about the same amount of time. I get my walk in. I take Wednesday off for walk. We had a good walk yesterday. Gorgeous yesterday morning. Nice walk there, 23, I think it was 23, 24 minutes. I do the walking, and the missus doesn't walk with me. She's still doing the bicycle. She's actually doing a lot more on the bicycle. I mean, she's cranking out. Oh God, she's probably doing anywhere from how many miles do you do? I 5 to 10. Some days I do 10, some days I only do 5. Okay, yeah. Sometimes she's on there long. I'd say you're up to so she's between 5 and 10 miles every day that she does as far as that goes. And um, did you go Wednesday? Did you ride Wednesday, or did you take that day off? I think you took that day off. No, I don't. You don't know? Okay. I rode 5 on Tuesday and then mowed. Right. Yeah, because walking, she probably did about 5 miles walking. Sure I rode Wednesday, yeah. But you did? Okay. She's like that. That's a good bicycle. It's good at 5 yesterday. Yeah. Because the walking was getting to her feet there. She has a couple of issues there, like we all have when we're older and stuff like that. I'm not gonna wood. I'm still able to walk my 23 minutes and stuff like that. But I feel the crinks in the morning. I didn't feel any crinks this week after mowing the lawn though. Just and then the missus, we took her car in to get it inspected, it's oil change and front end alignment and all that. And what is it? Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. Let's get rid of that. We can get rid of that. So that was Tuesday, and then yesterday we had a contractor come in. We had the outdoor water spigot. We had that replaced and refitted. So and and the kid that did it, he's a kid that did some work for us a couple years back and stuff like that. And really good kid, really sharp. It's really inspiring when you see younger people that they're really into their job, very knowledgeable. And this kid's got to be in his young. Well, I should say kid anymore. He's a young adult. He's in his early 20s, I guess, and very very skilled in his work. And I'm always impressed when I see that and stuff like that. And and then today, we'll see what today brings. It's going to be a kickback day, but we had this past week, we had more than what we normally have for a week as far as what we have to do around the house here. So, and then we did the live stream Monday, Wednesday, and we're doing it today. And I did play some PUBG Battlegrounds on Tuesday afternoon. No, Tuesday evening. Is it Tuesday evening or Tuesday? No, Tuesday afternoon. I don't remember. It might have been Tuesday evening. I know last night we did Lord of the Rings online, and that's one of 5. I got to get 5 of those in. That's my goal for the month for live streaming on gaming and stuff like that, and such. So everything is really good as far as that goes, and such. So let's see. We got. Boy, we got a full house here. We got 3 on Twitch, 1 on Locals, 1 on YouTube, and 5 on Rumble. Rumble rocks. I love that. Rumble has been working pretty good. Did glitch once. I think it was Tuesday. It glitched to where I couldn't use the Rumble 2.0. This is 2.0. I had to use the direct RTMP. So maybe I did do that Tuesday night. We only got 4 games in just to play it. I don't play it as much as I used to as far as that goes. I'm not, and when I do play it, I get my ass handed to me even more so now and stuff. And then Lord of the Rings, I'm really getting into even if off, when I'm not live streaming, I've been playing the Lord of the Rings online, offline. And as far as that goes, and crafting, I'm getting into the crafting. I'll sit down for about an hour and I'll go and do my thing on the crafting side of that game. It's a really good game. My favorite game. Of course, the news was they're going to be raising their prices for VIP, the subscription, I should say. The subscription. I have a VIP subscription and had it from day one for 19 years. So at the end of this year, I'm grandfathered because after the first, it goes up $4, I guess. Is that $4 a month? I think it's 4. Yeah, because I pay $9.99. You might as well say $10. So it's going to go up to $13.99. So you might as well say $14. So $4. And I'll probably stick with it. And the missus says there's no problem, right now. But $4. That subscription, I've been doing that for 19 years. That subscription, $9.99. They haven't raised their prices. The first time they raised the prices, they call it an adjustment. I have to laugh at that. That when you increase your price on something or add more to the price, that's not an adjustment. That's an increase. You're adjusting the increase. You're adjusting it. You can. They're almost the same, I guess. But you say what it is. You're increasing the price, and you haven't increased the price over the years, so it's not an adjustment. It's just something that say, "Oh, it takes." I think they're trying to make it like they're taking a little pain out of because things are expensive. Things are expensive these days as far as that goes, and we make do with what we can, I guess, and stuff. So we'll see the first 3 months in the next year there, if that $4 a month is. I don't think it will. It shouldn't. I get some money here. I looked at it as far as use some of the money from the affiliate here on Twitch and Rumble and stuff like that. I could throw towards it and stuff like that. It sort of sits there for a while before I find something. I get some project and I throw it towards it as far as that goes, especially here online, doing some things at the computer desk. But no, things are good. Good week this week, and and the weekend is here, and it's good to be here as far as that goes. I did live stream yesterday on the Rumble app out on the back porch, or about back. I got done walking and taking a shower and stuff like that, and piddling around here on the computer desk. And the missus was out grocery shopping, so I ended up taking my lawn chair and I went out in the backyard with. I didn't have any more coffee; I just had the water. But it's out there. I broadcast to seven platforms: Rumble, YouTube, Twitch, Locals, Facebook Live, X Live, and Kick. So that's out there, and that was in the 720p on the phone. The audio is off a little bit, but it's understandable and stuff. It's on a phone. It's not studio quality, but it's you're using your phone. And I was pretty impressed. The only thing when I use the app, I gotta extend my arm out with the phone, because if I keep it in close, I'm like this. So I gotta put it out like that. So actually this goes out a little bit more from, I think we're 1 foot, about 2.5 feet from the camera here. Where that, if I'm more or less, I'm still this close, So I don't know if Rumble can make an adjustment there, because it's sometimes that the reverse when you're looking. Yeah, it's the backside camera, not the front camera. The front camera is on the back. Well, anyway, the camera where the screen is at, where you monitor the the broadcast. So that was fun. I think it was 15 minutes. And I looked at it afterwards and I said, wow, that's pretty good. That was on the Wi-Fi out in the backyard. And, not too far away from the house because I think if I get a little bit further than that, it craps out on the Wi-Fi. So, but anyway, it was a gorgeous afternoon, and I was enjoying it, and I expressed it in that video. It was pretty obvious. Then the missus came, and we got to take. I helped to carry the groceries in and stuff. And what happened here? Let's start that back up. Okay, there it is. So let's see. Let's see. Currently today, or this morning for today, it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit. 53 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to, let's see, equates to 11 degrees Celsius. 11 degrees Celsius. So it's a little cool. Even 53. I'm wearing this. It's opening the windows. There's some cool air coming in at 53. So the humidity is like so it's. We had the window open. We had to close. I had to close. That window was open for Jack, and he's laying there. He's sleeping, taking his morning nap on the pillow there, and so I expect we're going to have a continuation of the good weather here this morning here in the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. Partly cloudy, very warm, high of 88. Now it's been in the 80, been about 80, 82 to 85 here the last several days and stuff like that. Winds on the west by southwest 5 to 10. That's pretty good. We've got sun across the board, so we got some cloudiness coming in right around 9, 10 o'clock there. Sun rose this morning at 5:32, which is let's see, 32. That's 28 and 14. That's 42 minutes ago. 42 minutes ago, the sun rose at 5:32 and a.m. and then it'll be setting at 8:38 p.m. as far as that goes. So, and our world times and temperatures as I speak. Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:14 a.m. Just coming into today here in Honolulu. Cloudy skies with a little clearing there, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:14 a.m. Clear skies, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois at 5:14 a.m. Cloudy skies, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The concrete jungle of New York City at 6:4. Nope, just changed. 6:15 a.m. 6:15 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. But down in New York City, it's sunny and clear down there. 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in central New Jersey, Tina is letting us know that it is 58 degrees for the high, 88 for the 58 for the low, I should say. Correction there. 88 for the high. Sunny in New Jersey, central New Jersey. That's where Tina's at. It's sunny in New Jersey. Isn't that the name? There's Sunny in Philadelphia, the name of that program. Never watched it. It's with Danny DeVito's in that show, I think. Down Tony D's way in Warner Robins, Georgia. It's currently 57 degrees Fahrenheit down there. 87 for the high, 57 for the low. Mostly clear as far as down there in the peach state of Georgia, where Tony D is at. Continuing with our world times and temperature, going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to London, UK at 11:16 a.m. Cloudy skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Milan, Italia at 12:16 p.m. Mangia, lunchtime in Milan, a beautiful city. We have cloudy skies with some sun peeking through. Temperature 73 degrees Fahrenheit. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:16 p.m. Sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Over the skies of Tokyo, Japan at 7:16 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies in Tokyo. And down under on a great continent, great country, and great friends and allies to the United States, Australia is in Melbourne at 8:16 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia at 8:17 p.m. cloudy skies, 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and those are world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a thought for the day, and the author of this thought is author unknown, meaning they don't, somebody said this, but they don't know who. So it's author unknown. And it goes as follows this morning. Our thought for the day, a quote from author unknown. Friends are like walls. Sometimes you lean on them, and sometimes it's good just knowing they are there. Let me read that again. Friends are like walls. Sometimes you lean on them, and sometimes it's just good they are there. And I know that from experience because the amount of time I spent in the United States Air Force, the friends that I had where I'm living here in Tioga County, because we moved out in '73, and I would come back visiting and stuff, and I was always felt welcome. I mean, there was one time coming back, there's some classmates of mine from grade school and junior high that said, "Oh, Richie, you got to come to the high school reunion." I would have gone to a Weagle Free Academy back in the day, and I said, "I don't know anybody." Oh, everybody knows you because I was always the tall kid. I was like a foot and a half above everybody and stuff like the tall, lanky kid they all picked on and stuff. But those are good friends because I was away. We moved. I was in the service for 20 years. I would visit periodically. I met the missus here in Tioga County, and through friends that again they were like walls. I leaned on them at times, and then it was good just knowing that when I was traveling the world, the United States Air Force, that they were there as far as that goes. That is a good friend. Friends are like walls. Sometimes you lean on them, and sometimes it's just good knowing they're there. As far as that goes, and so and friends are important. The quote describes supportive and comforting nature of true friendship using the metaphor of a wall. So that wall, you can lean up against it and supports you, or else the wall is always there to help protect you and stuff like that. So I do take friendship very seriously, and as far as that goes. And Tina says she likes it. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I don't know who said that though. They did. It just popped up in the queue, and friendship is very important. Most of the quotes this week have been about friendship, as far as for a thought for the day. So that is, I do like that one too. Friends are important. Friends are important. Just um, family is important too. Families, friends, coworkers, and they all help us get through of kicking that can down the road, I guess you could say. Okay, our national day today, we have National Moonshine Day. I think the closest thing I've ever had tasting a moonshine would be there's an Italian liqueur. I don't know if it's a liqueur, but it's Italian alcohol called grappa. You know what grappa is, Tina, don't you? I think you really, yeah, you know what grappa is. Um, the Italians would always have a shot of grappa in their coffee at the fire station. They'd take their coffee back to the locker room, and there was a bottle back there. Fire chief said no. The one fire chief questioned it, Chief Rife, I remember, and he says, "What are they going back on? They're all going back." I noticed, this is like his third week there when he took over as fire chief. And your dad, yeah, he was a grappa drinker. I said, Chief, they're going back there they're making they're spiking their coffee. I said a lot. They've been doing it for years, Chief. It's just like there's been no problem. Okay, it's one of those deals. It's like, yeah, it's part of the culture, I guess. But grappa is probably the closest thing I've come to moonshines. But today is National Moonshine Day. National Veggie Burger Day. I like a good. You can't call it burger, veggie burger. A burger is meat. I don't know. I would try a veggie burger. Those fries look good on that picture. National Gingerbread Day or Gingerbread Day. Yeah, National Gingerbread. Gingerbread's pretty good. We have National Start Over Day. Nah, not on a Friday. Maybe on Mondays. Monday's a good one for start over. We're going to go with this one. And this one is probably one of the best days of the year for National Day. and there's all assortments. There's everything, everything under the sun as far as different types and all that. It's hashtag National Donut Day. That's the one we're going with. Hashtag National Donut Day. Uh, each year on the first Friday in June, on National Donut Day, this food holiday celebrates the delicious donut and honors the Salvation Army lassies. In case you didn't know, the Salvation Army lassies are the women who served donuts to soldiers during World War One. That's why they were called the Doughboys. They they ate a lot of donuts. National Donut Day originated during World War One, which is also referred to as the First World War. Over 4 million U.S. men and women served during the war, while almost 3 million of those served overseas. With conflicts taking place in Europe, the Middle East, uh, Asia, Africa, and the Pacific, World War One was most difficult for troops fighting on the front lines. In 1917, a group of women, often referred to as lassies, were sent to the front line in France by the Salvation Army. They were directed to set up field base near the front line to try and boost morale among troops. The makeshift huts were placed where soldiers could stock up on necessities and get small breaks from the fighting. Little did they know the Salvation Army lassies would not only boost morale, but make history in the creation of one of the most celebrated food holidays. The women worked the women who were working the field bases felt they wanted to do more than simply restock supplies. They wanted to do more than what they were told to do. They began making home cooked food for the troops and um, in hopes the out a sweet baked treat that would become known as the Salvation Donut. The story um, says that the donuts were cooked inside the helmets of troops, dubbed them as doughboys, which was the standard term used for donuts back then. The donut lassies are said to be the reason we have National Donut Day. So we thank them as far as that goes. And Tina says yes to that one. Yes, I say yes to that one also. And look who's here. Good morning, Captain Rehab. Good morning to you. The missus says good morning to you. And Captain Rehab is saying good morning to his online aunt, um, Tina. And Captain Rehab coming in from the city of brotherly love there in New York or down in Philadelphia. I hope you are doing well, my friend. I hope, yeah, because you were under the weather there last couple of weeks as far as that goes. And Tina's saying good morning to her online nephew of Captain Rehab. So let's see. So that's our National Day. And let's see what else we got here. We don't, sadly enough, we don't have any. Let's see. Well, we'll get to that here in a minute. Yesterday we did the audio podcast. We did the audio podcast on, and it was a story that originated up there in Cornell. Cornell is about 35 to 45 minutes from where I'm at right here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And there's a cemetery right near Cornell that was hiding over 5 million burrowing bees, one of the world's largest concentrations. And it's called a ground nesting bee. And scientists, I guess, researchers up there at Cornell, one of the students was walking through, would park up here so you didn't have to pay parking at the campus or something like that, and would walk through the cemetery. And she noticed that this one particular, there's bees all over the place. So she captured some, they did some research, and subsequently the research showed that the bees had been living there at the cemetery for almost 100 years, and they were thriving because nobody, they were thriving because it was undisturbed sandy soil, and it was an incredible discovery because they did some surveys and they found that it was all the bees collectively, it was like 5.5 million. Yeah, she Rachel Forded, she used to save money by parking at Ithaca East Hill Plaza and walked through the East Lawn Cemetery on her way to the Cornell University entomology lab. And during the walk, in the spring of 2002. She noticed something unusual. There were bees everywhere. So they did a study and they found that, and these bees are very pollinated. Upstate New York, there's a couple orchards right around there's orchards all over, apple orchards. So these bees are part of that pollination process. If we didn't have insects that pollinated, we wouldn't have any food. We'd have very little food because there wouldn't be anything growing. The bee. So this is a great discovery because you don't want to just um, just build a road over them or something like that. It's something that's part of it's important to the ecosystem. Not that I'm a tree lover, okay? Don't but I do believe we have to be good stewards of our environment and stuff like that. And there were all over the cemetery. She said the insects were identified as Andrea reclusos, call them regular mining bees. So I see a lot of honeybees out here in and I try not to mow over them there yet, well, because they're very important. As far as, so we did that yesterday during the audio podcast on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, and we do repurpose this audio here for the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday coffee broadcasts over there on Spotify for creators, and I like doing that. So that was a good article yesterday, and okay, let's see. Sadly enough, we do not have any for 100 years ago today, so we probably won't have anything for Monday because I don't, unless something comes out for Friday. I think Roger Luther's, he must be on vacation as far as that goes. So, well, we do have some history here. We do have some history. Let's see. It was 1956. Elvis Presley introduced his new single "Hound Dog" on the Milton Berle show. I don't remember watching Milton Berle. I remember Ed Sullivan. I don't remember watching Milton Berle. I know my parents probably did. And scrutinized. Well, this is 1956, so that was before I was born too. So scrutinized some of his suggestive hip moves as far as that goes, because he came on Ed Sullivan. He was filmed from the waist up. They didn't want him shaking and whatever. In 1977, on this day, the first practical personal computer went on sale from Apple. The Apple II came out. And let's see. That's this one. The first. Let's see. It was on this day back in 1968, a sad day, July or June 5th, 1968. Senator Robert F. Kennedy was shot and mortally wounded after claiming victory in the California Democratic presidential primary at the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. And the assassin was arrested at the scene. And 68 was a tough year because it was April 4th, 1968. That's when Martin Luther King was assassinated too. Two great Americans that were shot down early in their lives. And Robert Kennedy, Senator Robert Kennedy, he probably would have became president. He probably would have became president if he wasn't assassinated. And who knows, Martin Luther King, he would have been two great men. They cared about this country, and as far as that goes, and but it is remembered that Robert Kennedy was assassinated on this day back in 1968. And let's see, 1794, Congress passed a Neutrality Act which prohibited Americans from taking part in any military action against a country that was at peace with the United States. Okay, that's right after this Revolutionary War. And let's see, it was in 1967 on this day, 67, 68, little rough times back then. Vietnam War was going in full swing. The Six-Day War began as Israel, anticipating possible attacks by its Arab neighbor, launched a series of airfield strikes that destroyed nearly the entire Egyptian Air Force. And it was a Six-Day War. It just lasted. Eventually, Egypt and Israel came to terms, and the Camp David Accord was signed under when President Jimmy Carter by Egypt and Israel, and that was good. 1975, Egypt reopens the Suez Canal to international shipping 8 years after it was closed as a result of the 1967 Six-Day War. So that's what happens, and we got something similar there. Hopefully, something breaks this weekend as far as the ongoing peace talks. And I heard there might be some of that going on in Ukraine. We'll see. One can only hope. Let's see. What else do we have? In 2004, President Ronald Wilson Reagan, the 40th president of the United States, passed away on this day. He was 93 years old, long struggling with Alzheimer's disease, and he was my commander in chief. The 2 terms he was in when I first went in, Jimmy Carter was president, and he was yeah, when I went in, it was just before. Yeah, Jimmy Carter was still president until President Reagan took over and stuff like that. So he was my commander in chief, and I loved President Reagan. One of one of the great presidents of my lifetime. And he's second behind Abraham Lincoln. sorry, President Reagan, and he probably would agree with that. Abraham Lincoln is my favorite president. But believe me, I would love to sit down and have a chat with President Reagan if I had the opportunity to. So there's our history. Again, we hopefully next week we can depends on Fox 40 for the 100 years ago today, as far as that goes. So let's see, in sports. Major League action starting on Wednesday night. We had the Mets beating the Mariners out there in Seattle 7-1. The New York Yankees still losing to the Guardians. God, the Guardians have their number, I guess, 5-4. And last night we had the Yankees finally beating the Guardians 2-1. And the Mets, they were off last night. Let's see. Today we have the Red Sox and Yankees. That's going into the weekend, so that should be a good series there. That's always a good series. They're down in Yankee Stadium this weekend, and the Mets are off tonight, but they do play. Who do they play? They're off tomorrow too, but Sunday. No, let's see. Is that Saturday? Yeah, tomorrow Saturday. They play the Padres. And they're out in my first baseball game I watched was down in the old Shea Stadium. The Mets playing the Padres. We sat up in the nosebleed. The players were like ants, way up high. Excuse me. And let's see, that's going into the week. I think the Mets. Yeah, okay. Mets and Yankees are playing. Mets playing Mets and Padres, and Yankees and Red Sox through the weekend. On Monday, Yankees and Guardians again. So they played them. They play the Red Sox, and they complained the Guardians again. And the Mets are off. They're off Monday. Last night in NHL Stanley Cup action, the Carolina Hurricanes tied up the series 1 game. They won last night 4-3. So probably, how did that game go? Let's see. Las Vegas scored in the first. They scored in the first period. They scored in the second period. Where Carolina, they were up 2-0 in the second period. The third period, they scored. They were 3, and then Carolina came back with 3 goals in the third to tie it. They went to overtime. They won it in overtime. Wow, that must have been a rocking game. I didn't watch it last night. I forgot about it because I was watching Game of Thrones. I'm watching the first season. I'm up to what episode? I think it's episode 8, 7 or 8. That's a good series. That's I watched 2 of them last night. So When I got done live streaming, Mrs. was going to bed, so I figured I'll watch a couple of them. Let's see. Over in football, that's spring football for the UFL, United Football League. They're in the playoff weekend here. Sunday, that's when the games are. There's two games. There's four teams that advance to the playoffs. And we have Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, you have the DC Defenders playing the Orlando Storm. And then at 6 o'clock, this is the game I'll be watching. Louisville Kings will be battling against the St. Louis Battlehawks out there in St. Louis. And that's the team I'm rooting for. Those are the teams I've been rooting for since the inception of the UFL. And that's it for sports, folks. And let's see. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. And let's see. We've currently got 3 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 1 on YouTube, 1 on Twitch. So we're doing good there. So it sort of sucks this week. That's the only bad thing about this week. We don't have 100 Years Ago from Roger Luther on Fox 40, which I have no affiliation with. Okay. We got for time 6:30. Okay, we've been on for about 40, coming up on 49 minutes. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee here. And then we'll continue with the second half of the broadcast here. We go over some web pages. Let's see. And it's also Friday, so hopefully we have our we're going to be playing let me see if this comes up here. Yep, we got the Commodore 64. I turned it on. So Fridays we play Oregon Trail. So I got that. I got that presetted. So once we get started, hopefully our experts, Deplorable and Farmer and Liberty, who does the Mercantile, we play the game here as far as that goes. It's a good fun game. We'll be playing that here after we get through our web pages there on the local news on what's going on here that highlight the good news, what's going on in the community. And I have blanket thing. I have no affiliation with the web pages that I put up here. I'm just a consumer of them. And it gives me a chance to present them to you, to show you a little bit about my neck of the woods here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So we're going to go ahead and take a short break. And let's see, we got there. Let's go there, and we'll bring up our world times and temperatures that are going around on the world. There, what do we have coming out of the gate here? We got London, UK. Currently here at 11:39. It's looks cloudy there. There's the White House down in Washington. What's that big crane off to the left? Oh, sorry about that. And we'll be right back as far as that goes. So just enjoy the view, enjoy the music here as we bring it up. We got a sunny beach here of Spain. Okay, there we go. And we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. We are back here on the second half of the Friday morning coffee for this 06.05.2026 here. And I got my second cup of coffee. Oh, let's see, where am I at here? Here we go. Okay, we're on the board. Okay, Tina, see you later. We got our second cup of coffee here, folks. And let's go ahead and go back here to this one with the scrolly thing. Okay, here we go. We got our second cup of coffee here. Oh, that tastes good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see what happened. We got 5 people on Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble rocks. 1 person on Twitch, 1 person on Locals, and 1 person on the YouTube. And looks who pops in on the second half there. Second half there. We have Deplorable coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania. Good morning there. Love the flags. Salute and God bless America. Good to have you here. Hope you had a good week here this week, Farmer, coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as Eastern California. California East, I guess you could say. And good to have you here. He's one of our Oregon Trail players, which we will be doing after we go over our web pages here. As far as that goes, I was just setting that up here just before coming back from the break. And this coffee's good. I don't even have any honey in it. It's still tasting good. Getting me charged up and ready to go here, folks. Okay, let's see what we have here. Again, these web pages, I'm not going to go down the list, but the web page I present, I have no affiliation with, and that's primarily to say to any of those trolls and people that want to do bad things to other people, other live streamers. Which I've been doing this long enough to know there's people out there that do that sort of things and stuff. And why can't you just be nice? No, not that I have had any of that. I've been, but. Full disclosure, I have no association with it, but I do present some, I guess they're good human interest stories of the local area here in the southern tier of upstate New York, what's going on, not the garbage news and stuff like that. And I say that over on the audio podcast. I always like present a good story because you know what the garbage news is. And believe me, we have more than our share of it. You have to be aware of the news, but to rehash it and just go over, some things we don't have control over and stuff like that. Every once in a great while, I want to get on my soapbox, but I think because I'm getting a little older and wiser and stuff like that, sometimes it's not really. I think if you've been here long enough, you know which side I swing on and stuff. And but I want everybody to get along and work together. We all have different views and all that stuff. It's there's some people they just want to be, another way. There's 2 things in this life. There's good and bad, and um, uh, you get these people, these clowns that come in and stuff like that. So I try not to, give them any leeway or anything like that. But I'm talking more about them than I should right now. But at any rate, I have a full disclosure, no association with any of these web pages and stuff. I'm just a consumer. I'm just a knucklehead live streamer here. But they're good stories. They're good stories. So let's start with Fox 40. We'll see what's going on here. We got the Vestal Museum celebration of 50 years. Is there a video on that? It should be. Oh, there's a video. Okay, there is a video. Good. Okay, I was going to say if they did. The Vestal Library, a good library. Been up there. They've got. Let's bring this up. It's 50 years old. I've been up there a couple of times. I like libraries. Libraries are pretty good stuff. I'm going more. I go to a library once a week now for chess club. I'm just thankful they do have a chess club because I may get into a library once a year, once every 2 years maybe. And so let's go ahead and present this here from Fox 40 concerning the Vestal Museum celebrates 50 years as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and put that over there. We'll bring ourselves up. Oh, let's see. There we go. We're up on the stage. And let's go ahead and maximize this and give this a listen here. Here we go, folks.
Museum located at 328 Vestal Parkway East was officially dedicated June 4th, 1976. That's officially 50 years ago today. To celebrate, the museum hosted an event with a special dedication of the Vestal Historical Society autograph quilt, live music, lawn games, refreshments, and good old-fashioned neighborhood fun.
That we don't have anything probably in this collection that's priceless, but we do, because we have a repository for everybody's memories and experiences. And I love the fact that sometimes I have a lot of people coming in from Binghamton University, bringing their parents, and it sparks a conversation, and generations are discussing what life used to be like and what it's like compared today. And so I love sharing those stories and hearing those stories.
And the library there, Vestal Library, it's right up the road from the Binghamton University or on the Vestal Parkway and stuff. It's probably about I'd say about 2 miles away up the road and stuff like that. So they got some things going on there in Vestal and a great little community there, part of the Triple Cities area. And as far as that goes, and let's see, what are we going to do here? We remove it like that. There we go. That's how we work it. And libraries are important. Why is that still, Molly? That's still catching up. Wow, that's. Let me see. Let me reset this this thing on the for. Let's see, for the Rumble. Let's see on the phone here. I got to reset the Rumble on the phone. You okay? Everything all right?
Yeah.
What happened?
The trash can fell over.
Oh, trash can fell over. Okay. Okay. That's.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the washer vibrations caused stuff to jump.
Okay. I just hear this loud bang. It's like, oh, geez. Okay, so let's see. Is that back up? Okay, we're back up. We're back up current. Okay, let's see. What else we got on Fox 40 here on the old. Let's see. Oh, that's. Oh, the washing machine. The vibration from the washing machine.
Yeah, next to the thing that holds the laundry.
Okay,
stuff.
gotcha. Yeah. You can hear the rumble. I got to do I do the towels every other day, so I got to do my share of the laundry here when we get done with the live stream here. Okay, let's see. Fox 40. We got that. Let's see. Yeah, they had a crash yesterday, 434. I guess a fatal motorcycle. And not a good thing. A guy comes out of the side street and clocks a guy on a motorcycle. Not a good thing. Oh, physics bus visits Owego Elementary School. Let's take a look at this. This is always talking about the University of Binghamton.
And students in
This is here in Owego, the elementary school. We'll check this one out as far as a physics bus. That's a young kid in the picture there. I didn't know what physics was until I got into high school, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" I'm scratching. I took physics, and I lasted about 2 weeks, and I dropped it my senior year. I said, "I can't handle this." It made my brain hurt. Okay, let's see. Let's bring this up. Add it to stage, and we'll give this one a listen here. Here we go.
And students in Owego got a unique chance to experience science outside of the classroom today. Fox 40's Katie Lynn tells us more.
Yeah, Brooke, this isn't just any ordinary bus. It's a science bus filled with all kinds of hands-on exhibits, and today it made a stop at Owego Elementary School. For years, the physics bus has traveled to local schools, bringing interactive science experiences directly to students. One unique aspect of the program is its use of everyday materials to build exhibits, showing kids that the tools for scientific discovery are often already around them. Students today explored more than 20 exhibits featuring everything from rocket launches and bubble making to experiments with electric shockers and magnetic fields.
A lot of people hear the word physics and they think boring math, We like to make the physics more interactive so you can see that it's more than just numbers on a wall, that there's actual phenomena that are interesting and intriguing that are used in everyday life.
Tonight, we'll hear from one student about what the most unforgettable part of the experience was for him.
Okay, there's the physics bus exposing science to the younger kids there. And I would say it's boring, but it's just trying to understand it. And there is a lot of math and physics. Math is the language of physics and science in general. And I wasn't really that good in math when I was in school, as far as that goes. So that's a pretty interesting concept there to bring real hands-on type of display there, as far as that goes for the kids. So that's a pretty good one right there. Okay, let's see what else. That's two from Fox 40. So making up for it for no 100 years ago. Let's see what else we got here. Anything? And I think that is a. What's this one about? Oh, that's interesting. No video though. Okay, let's see. No, that's about it for Fox 40. So let's go on WEBO, which let me check. WEBO, are they live streaming again? Let's see if they're live streaming. They're not live streaming yet. No. They've been live streaming on the Facebook Live here for the last couple mornings and stuff. It's just top of the hour, 7:00. So they're just coming in. So we'll have to. We peeked in on them the other day and stuff like that. See when I get alert. I got an alert from them. But on WEBO's webpage there, here in Owego, nothing there on the news. WNBF. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. Old IBM Endicott gets a bold new look. And this is where I worked when I got out of the Air Force. I worked for IBM in Endicott, and they didn't wreck all the facilities. You know, they tore down the buildings that date back to like the early days, the 1920s and 30s. This one building that's in the picture of this. This is a Reed. I think Bob Joseph has a walk around, but let's go ahead and bring this one up so I can present it. And let's see, WNBF will share that. And this is they repainted the buildings. IBM is no longer here in Endicott, but the legacy is still there. They did have a presence here. IBM in Endicott. IBM was the birthplace of IBM is in Endicott. So let me give it. And I worked there for 7 years as an IBMer. Then 2 years, when IBM moved out, I stayed there for 2 years when EIT took over, Endicott Interconnects. That was the company that took over. So there's a building. That's building 47, which I worked in for when I was on third shift. It's got a remake, repainted and stuff like that. But workers are busy providing a makeover to the drab IBM factory buildings in Endicott Northside. Exterior enhancement. Oh, it's building 46. Okay, building 46 on the Huron campus. That's what they call the whole IBM complex now. It's called the Huron campus at Watson Boulevard and McKinley Ave. Started a couple of weeks ago, according to employees of a data center at the site. There's a lot of things going on there. BAE they rent out a portion of the complex. The bleak-looking concrete is being repainted with black highlights to give the structure a more modern look. And Chris Pelto, who oversees Huron campus operations for Phoenix investors, haven't returned calls recently days from WNBF seeking information about work now under its way. The structures were built more than 8 decades ago. It's unclear whether the improvements are results of an existing tenant expansion plan or they are planning to. They're being made for a new plant. There's quite a few other organizations. This is a pretty extensive thing. So there's a little building. The building 46 was there's a cornerstone 1942, and there's the logo that's part of the mosaic. That's historic. That goes back to when they first built it. Business International Machines. That's International Business Machines. IBM. if you will. And Broome County Executive Jason Garner on Thursday said Phoenix has been incredibly aggressive with bringing more activity to the site. Garner said he's looking forward to a meeting with the Huron campus owner soon to discuss futures. Property that once was home of IBM's sprawling local manufacturing complex. And we do have a Bob Joseph on the scene report. So Bob Joseph, he let's go ahead and give this. This is a complex. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Looks like they're doing this. This is over on McKinley Ave right there. There's the overpass. It's building 46. And it does look a lot newer. It does look good. That's Bob Joseph giving an on-the-scene look at building 46, which is part of the old IBM complex. Got a little red highlights there. Walking up McKinley Street there. And that's one of the overpasses to the other side of the complex. I've worked practically the 9 years I worked in the complex. I worked in every one of these buildings here, various manufacturing operations here. I believe Building 46 is where the presses were, where they made the circuit boards. It was either 46 or 47. 47 is the next building up there on the other side of the overpass. And there we have a side entrance into the building. We'll just stop it right there because it's just that Bob Joseph isn't making any commentary and stuff like that. And but there it is. From WNBF, we thank Bob Joseph for the view there. And let me check his see if he has anything else on his channel. I think that's the latest one he has. Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, the other one. Yeah, so that's the only one there. So that's pretty good as far as give you a look that they're trying to bring in other companies and stuff like it's a. I mean, you're talking. That's like about 5 or 6 city blocks that they consume. So it's a lot of these buildings. They can be companies onto their own. So they're redoing the older buildings that date back before 1942 on North Street, across from the building called the Clock Tower. They've actually demolished those, and we've shown that here on the morning coffee broadcast and stuff. So thank you, Bob Joseph. He actually works. He actually works at WNBF. So where I'm just I don't work there. Okay, I'm just there's a big difference there. He actually works there, but he's showing us some stuff, and we appreciate Bob Joseph on those walkarounds and stuff like that. But that's from WNBF, 1290 AM, out of Binghamton. Let's see what else they have here. I think that's the only interesting, with the IBM as far as that goes. Okay, let's see. Channel 12, WBNG. Let's see what we got over there. And I guess the health department's finding several food safety violations in Broome County Jail amid salmonella outbreak. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, it's not good. Let's see. What do we have? I don't think we. Wow, we don't. I don't think we have anything on WBNG. Let's see. And nope, nothing popping out on WBNG. That's odd. Okay, let's check the whale. Whale's the same as WNBF. What the hell is this one about? Let's see. Now they're talking about the IBM complex here. Let's see, channel 34, NBC 5. Carousel ferry doors are back. What's this? I have no idea what that's about. It's not about the kids. They have carousel, but it's not about the carousels. Let's see. Anything? Nothing. Not seeing anything. Nothing pops out, folks. So, okay. Oh, they have something on the museum, the library. Let's go ahead and bring this one up here from channel 34. We can do that. Let's see. Bring that up. Add it to the stage, and we'll give this one a listen here. Here we go.
The Vestal Museum is celebrating 50 years of preserving local history. Visitors can view a special exhibit featuring 50 objects from the museum's past. It's hosting an event tonight featuring live music and the Foamit Trolley for children. The museum will also unveil its autograph quilt created by the Vestal Historical Society. All are invited to meet neighbors, enjoy refreshments, and play lawn games. Museum planner Melissa Restuccia says it's a popular place for residents and out-of-town visitors to get to know Vestal better.
So they stop here and they ask questions about the school and what Vestal's like. So it's really nice to give them a little taste of our history past and make some memories for the future.
The museum continues to collect and share stories from across the community. Restuccia says she hopes residents will take part in the milestone celebration. An anniversary event is taking place this evening at the museum, which is located in front of the public library on the Parkway. For more information, visit Vestal Museum.
So there's another few different pictures. They have a museum. It's an old historical building that's out in the parking lot there. It's an old train station. I guess they relocated there to that location, and it gives you some different picture, a different look of that particular facility, that museum and stuff like that. So interesting article there on Channel 34. Let's go ahead and see what else we have for local news. I think that's it. That was the only one that really popped out. Morning brief. Okay. And so let's go ahead and check. Let's go to Elmira, WENY, see if there's anything out there. Montour Falls Fire Department Festival Weekend Cook-Off. Okay, Montour Falls, they got the fire department up there, but that's also where the location of the fire academy. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about. And this is on WENY. It's out of Elmira, just west of here. And let's see, what do we got here? We'll bring this up and see what type of festival they're having over there. Let's see, bring this up here and start it.
Well, the fairgrounds in Montour Falls about to be filled with people as the annual Fire Department Festival gets underway there. WENY Scott Brubaker's there with a live look at the rides and the games, and he tells us what's at the heart of the annual event. Scott?
Hey, Nick, things are just getting underway here at the Montour Falls Carnival. Looking around, we got quite a few people here already. These rides just opened up about 10 minutes ago, but the rides are going. The games, people are throwing darts at balloons, picking ducks. There's a little bit of everything going on here right now. Now, for over 60 years, this festival has been here in Montour Falls, and organizers call it the unofficial kickoff to the summer season right here in Schuyler County. Now, between all the games, the rides, the bingo, the entertainment and music, at the heart of it all, it's really a fundraiser for the Montour Falls Volunteer Fire Department.
The money we do get goes into equipment to help us save lives, but we also spend some of that money to fix up the carnival grounds. So people will see something different every year. We've been trying to update things every year. And what started out as just something to get us money has turned into something that every member of our department is just proud to do. They're proud of the fact that there isn't many of these left, and we're trying to keep this going as long as we can, and we just thank everybody for their support.
And as you just heard from Keith Pierce right there, there's just So much love for this festival from the firefighters. I've been coming to this festival for years myself, getting to see the firefighters going down the street. That's what they describe as probably one of the best parts of the fair. Now, if you can't make it tonight, that's okay. The rides will open again tomorrow at 6 and Saturday around noon. Saturday as well, there's also a couple other events happening. The Chicken Barbecue, Fireman's Barbecue at 11 a.m. And then, of course, the Parade of Bands at 5 o'clock down Main Street here in Montour Falls. Live music, bingo, and just all the other fun stuff around here is going to be going on throughout the weekend. And Nick, I think I need to go try to win a prize to bring back to the...
Okay, enough. I'm getting a little. Okay, here we go. Montour Falls Festival. Well, they used to call them the field days, firemen field days. Appalachian, New York, where I grew up, they had the Appalachian Fire Department for years growing up. They'd have the field days where they have the carnival in, they have a parade. Every Saturday there would be a barbecue. And that, like the one firefighter was saying there about the festival, they call it a festival now. There's not too many fire departments that do that because I don't know if it's because of liability or whatnot, but they're always a good time, and it does mark the start of the summer as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what else we got on WENY. Let's see, news. Go to news, local. See what we got. We did the Montour Falls. Oh, okay. Here's another Learning in Motion at Wego Elementary School. The bus. Okay, let's bring this one up. This is the learning. This is that bus that we had on the earlier video of it from Fox 40. But here's one. Gives you an actual picture of the bus. It's a purple bus. Oh, let's see. I got to bring that up here on the present. This gives you a different perspective here as far as that goes. Let's bring this up there. There's the bus, the learning bus in Owego Elementary. Let's see what this one has. They got that's a static picture, but they do have there's some pictures, and we do have a video. Let's listen to the video.
Well, kids at Owego Elementary, they had a lot of fun today getting some hands-on learning in science. WENY's Lindsay Madison spoke with students and tells us more about the physics bus.
You've heard of the Magic School Bus, but what do you know about the Physics Bus? This interactive lab on wheels shows kids that science can be fun. From picking up a rotary phone to bottle launchers. Kids got hands-on experience when it came to learning about physics.
It's really cool, and I'm happy to see it because I saw it last year and I had really fun. I didn't really know that bubbles could get that big, so I guess I learned that.
The Physics Bus and interactive lessons are part of a larger effort to make science exciting and fun.
I'd say the goal is to experience physics in this otherwise thought of as hard or complex portion of science and make it accessible and easy to interact with and get involved with without having to have a background in math and actually experience it and not just see it as numbers on a wall.
All of the lessons through upcycled materials, otherwise be thrown out or recycled. One second grader says he really enjoyed the Physics Bus and the static electricity exhibit.
It's great!
And what makes it so great?
That the zappy thing. Zap.
Perry says this is a great way for kids to learn and get involved in science.
We're not saying do this, do that, work with it this way. It's more you're learning yourself. You're teaching yourself to a certain degree how different interactions within physics work. And I think that's really empowering to be able to come here and learn things without necessarily even intending to.
In Owego, Lindsay Madison, WENY News.
So there it is, the Phoenix or the physics bus, as far as that goes, and that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff there as far as that goes. And let's see, we have the farmer. Oh no, deplorable. Did I say? I just Deplorable comes in from Bradford, Pennsylvania. I said good morning to Deplorable, and I think I mistakenly said you came in from. Let's get this straight. Farmer or Deplorable's coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and we have the Farmer coming in from Bradford, or coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as Eastern. And Deplorable's asking, "How are you doing there, Farmer?" And Farmer says, "Tired. How are you?" And Deplorable says, "The dude looks like a hippie." Yeah, he does. A physics guy. Yeah, most physics people, PhD people in physics are like that anyway. They're smart people. And Deplorable says he's not bad. And Farmer's in the book. I don't think he's a hippie. It's just like that's back in the 80s and stuff. He's just a dude with long hair. I don't think it's just the way he's talking. It's physics. If you believe me, I've been around some people that are in that a lot higher level than that guy right there in physics, some scientists and stuff like that in my day. And okay, WEBO just went live. We'll have to check that out. No doubt. Farmer says lots of laugh. Yeah, we're old school. I know where you guys are coming from. Hey, Gen X Wired. Good morning. Good morning to you. Glad to have you here on the Friday morning coffee. Let's go ahead and check in with what is it? WBNG here. Or no, WEBO. With convenient locations plus evening holiday hours. And vintage like Rich. Yeah, vintage. Find your nearest UPMC. It's good. And Deplorable saying good morning to Gen X. Wired. Good morning, Gen X. Let me see if we can get this. Let's see. Let me refresh this on the Facebook side. Let's see if we can bring this up. No. Let's see. What do we got for WEBO here? Let's see what we got for WEBO. Followers. Let's see. We got to go following. We're following WEBO. Where's WEBO? There it is. They just went live. Let's see what they have for live. No, we're not going to go to live. Yeah, we'll scratch that. Okay. Let's continue here as far as that goes. And Farmer saying good morning to Gen X as far as that goes, as well as Deplorable saying good morning to Gen X. So, all right. So that's on WENY. Let's see. Do we have anything else? I don't think there's anything else on the front there. So, let's see. Nothing on the Penny Saver, nothing on KGB, nothing on KISS, Spectrum News, and let's see. What do we got for human interest? No, they still got Boonville Church demolished underway. And that happened a few months back, didn't it? Let's check around the state here, see what they got up there. And no, not seeing anything there. Let's see, up in Buffalo, they talk about the donuts, where to get free donuts today because it is National Donut Day. And let's see, 93 power, nothing there. So it looks like we are going to go, nothing on Buffalo. I think we're set to go do 100 years ago. We're set to do the Oregon Trail. Where are we sitting at? 1:30? Okay, we got 30 minutes left for our 2-hour segment here. So let's go ahead and bring up the Commodore 64. Now that we have our two experts, Farmer and let me get my notes out here. Farmer and Deplorable. There we go. We got the Commodore. I already have it pre-set up. Let me get where's my notes? Oh, there's my notes. I got to rewrite these notes here. I got our settings. We're going to be playing the Oregon Trail now. There's nothing really on the news there. So we'll go ahead and come. This is a very fun segment that I enjoy. And I'm glad that we can get through here, and no Liberty yet. Yeah, there's no Liberty. She's been. I guess she cut you loose, Deplorable, to come be in the back of the wagon here, and or Farmer. Deplorable says, I think Liberty took off with all the sausage. Oh, okay. So what are you eating in the back of the wagon now? Let me bring this up here, folks. Let's see. I gotta put this over on the main screen so this helps me see what I'm doing. Bring this up on the main screen. Okay, let's see what we got here now. Go into the file browser. It's on the USB stick. There's our game disc. And bring it down the Oregon Trail. And we'll go ahead and run it. And we're doing this on the Commodore 64 Ultimate right here. It's been 1 year since it's been out now. We just got the 1 year anniversary was just announced by the CEO and president there. And Farmer says bet. And Deplorable says Pringles. Okay, I don't know what that's all about. And we're going to be playing this game called Oregon Trail. It's a text-based game there that, and I got the notes here of what we're going to do on our settings. I'm just going to do the settings right off the gate, right out of the gate here. I think we're going to go to level 3 though. This week we're going to level 3. Do we need instructions? We don't need no stinking instructions. Deplorable, Farmer, we're moving up from 4 to 3, level 3. So we're going to go fairly fair. Because we did pretty good on 5. We did good on 4 the last couple times out. Deplorable wasn't here last week when me and Farmer were able to make it to the Oregon Trail. Farmer was out cahoots with Liberty there at the Mercantile, making money. So we're going to do number 3. Level 3. So you know what that means. We're going to die. Okay, how much do you want for oxen? We normally have 200. We're going to go with 200. How much do we want to spend on food? We had 115, which was good. Let's see. Bullets, 55. I'm going to change that down to 50. We have a lot of bullets left over, so I'm going to bring that down to 50. Yeah, we're going to do the same. I'm going to do the same. That's the only adjustment I'm going to do on the bullets. We have way too many bullets. Clothing, which actually last week, Deplorable, we had money left over. We didn't get naked me and Farmer, when we made the trail. We didn't get naked. We had $5 left over. Let's see. Clothing, we spent $25. Oh, okay, you're back. I was just saying, Deplorable, we didn't spend any money on clothing. Let's see. What do we have here? We have, how much do you want to spend on miscellaneous? Miscellaneous, we had 115 or 110. No, 115. We're going to take that $5 from the bullets and we're going to put it into the supply. So we're boosting the supplies up to 120. Oh, back up. Let's see, 120. Okay, there's the start of our start of our travels here, folks. Oh, going to grab a refill. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that too. Let me. I'm still live here. I'm going to get coffee myself. We're going to do Oregon Trail as far as that goes, and this might be the last cup of coffee I'm doing right now here. No, there's a little coffee left. That's good. Okay, we're coming back with the coffee. Let's see. It's Monday, March 29th, 1947. What the hell is that? 1947? I don't know where they get that March 1920. Okay, let's see. I got my coffee. Farmer Farmer, he'll be right back. Let me know when you're back, Farmer. Deplorable's back. We're ready to go. We're ready to hit the trail. Let's see, total miles. We got 2,040 miles to go. We have $115 in food, $2,500 or 2,500 bullets, 25 in clothing, 120 in supplies, 190 cash. And Deplorable is back. So we're going to start off on the trail here. Now this is level 3 now, so we're moving up on the scale here. Okay, here we go. First click. It's going to be hunt. Let's see. Deplorable says, I think they're off by 100 years. Yeah, I think they are too. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. 1947? Same thing, Farmer. I'm wondering, why don't we buy a bus? Exactly. We got enough money. 1947? We have like $190. Okay, we're going to hunt. Okay, we're going to shoot. Bang. B-A-N-G. B-A-N-G. Bing. I missed. What the F? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can borrow the physics bus. There we go. I missed. That's a first. Okay, we're going to still eat well. Here we go. We traveled 159 miles. We got 1,080 miles to go. Our food's down to 92. So maybe that's a good thing. Okay, let's hit continue. We're going to hunt, continue. What do you think? I think we should try hunting again. What do you guys say? We're going to try hunting again? Yeah, not a good start. No. I got to be quicker. Yeah, not a good start for Ray. Yeah, that's me. What'd you say? Huh? Okay, we're going to go ahead. Deplorable says hunt. And let's see. Farmer says hunt. These critters are fat. Yeah, that first one, I could have been a little bit faster. So we're going to go ahead and hunt. Okay, so that's 1. Wham. W-H-A-M. There we go. Bing! Right between the eyes. You got a big one. We got a big buck. Full bellies tonight, and we're going to eat well. There we go. We're back on track. That's number 3. Lose your way in heavy fog. Time is lost. Okay, that's good. Nothing lost. Nothing's, we didn't lose anything, just time. So that's good. We're going to go ahead and continue. We've gone 304 miles. So we're averaging about 150 a click here. So we got 1,736 miles to go. Our food's doing good at 126. 2,489 in bullets. 25 for clothing. We're still clothed, not naked. And 120 in supplies. So we're going to hit continue. We're going to hunt. I think we hunt again. What do you guys say? What do you all say? The chat from Rumble's a little bit slow, but let's see. Deplorable says hunt. Oh. And Deplorable says, we hunt all the way through last week. Okay. We hunt all the way. Okay, we'll hunt then. I think that gets us along the trail. Okay, so we're going to hunt again. That's 1. Wham. W-H-A-M. Bing! There we go. We're back on track on the hunting there. Just got, okay, so we're going to eat. We got another big one. Full bellies tonight. We're eating well. That's number 3. And we've gone 458 miles with 1,582 miles to go. And 160 in food. Did we get more? Oh, we got more food. That was an increase. That's because did you guys notice that the food it increased to 160? I just noticed that when we do good on hunting, the food goes up because we started out. What did I start out with food? 115. Now it's up to 160. And the date the date is May 18th, 1947. There's something screwy with that date. Maybe that's I don't know. There's something screwy. Okay, we'll continue here. Do we want to hunt? Continue. Let's hunt again. Let's see. Let's see if this increases our food. We're going to press enter. Wham. WHAM. Bing. Got another big one. Oh, it always had. I just noticed that, though. Deplorable. It went up. Okay, we did good there. Captain Reese says, my goodness, Richard. Yeah, it's a game. Oh, it says 1847 for you. Maybe I got to use my bifocals. Oh, what's that? Was that ambulance?
I don't know why you catch it.
Huh.
They're flying though.
Yeah, they were flying. And Farmer says, okay, maybe it's my eyes. Okay, where is it? It says, I thought it said. I'll have to double check that. So, we're gonna eat well. Number 3. All right, riders ahead. Antiva is ahead of us. What do? I say we attack. Just confirm it with you guys. I know you're going to say attack. We don't run. We don't continue. They're looking for you. They're cheering all the shooting. Okay. All right. We're going to attack. Let's see. We go. Okay, there it is. There's our battle cry. Deplorable says, we go to war. Yeah, we're going to attack. We attack. And Farmer says, yeah, we're attacking. That's the one thing we eat well and we attack. We go to war. Okay, so we're going to attack. That's 2. Getting ready to shoot. Shoot. SHOT. God, I'm still slow. Damn. That's faster. Okay. Kind of slow on the Colt 44. The riders were hostile. Check for losses. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing Monday, May 24th, 1847. I'm using my bifocals now. See right there, it's blurry. It looks like a 9. Let's look at the food. The food went up to 190. Wow. Clothing still 25. Supplies is still good. Miscellaneous. We got robbed a lot because someone can't shoot. Well, nothing was taken. Look at our stats here. They're doing pretty good. And let's see. Farmer says truth. If we had a bus, we could have rammed them. Yeah. If we had a bus, we'd be there already. I can't drive. I don't have a license for a bus. My CDL went. I had a Class B CDL, and that expired years back. So we have to. One of you guys would have to drive the bus. Let's see. If the hippies was with us, we could have just have gotten all them. That's okay. All right. Let's see. Let's continue. Oh, we're gonna hunt. Hit return. Bang. 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 Right between the eyes again. Bing. I want to get that. I'm jacking up that food thing. Yeah, even better. Farmer says, yeah, we're even better. Let's Let's see. Then Liberty would have sold them things. Yeah, because you're here, you're not taking them to if you were here last week, so you were taking the oxen that we were losing to Liberty. That's what we supposedly thought. Okay, so right between the eyes, you got a big one again. Full bellies. We're gonna eat well again. 3. See where we sit. We got those riders again, and we're gonna do what we normally do: is attack. Because we're going to war. We stand our ground. You guys, we're going to make a lot of noise and chase you off, if anything. So we're going to attack 2. Bang, B-A-N-G, B-A-N-G. Still kind of slow. I don't know. Yep. Kill them all. That's what we tried to do. I just made a lot of noise. At that 44. It's got to be that 44. And yes, we attacked, but kind of slow. Let's check for the losses. Heavy rains, time and supplies lost. Okay, so we're doing pretty good with the supplies. Our time is lost, and we're going to lose a little supplies. So let's see where we're at. June 7th, 1847. Look at the food. We have more than enough food. We're living large. $214 on food, 1,652 bullets, 25 in clothing. The supplies went down $10. We started out at 115. No, supplies we went up to 120. So we lost $15 in supplies. We've gone 760 miles. We're almost halfway there. We got 1,280 miles to go. Okay, here we go. Do you want to hunt? That's a lot of Pringles. Yeah, we got a lot of Pringles in the back. Freaking farmer, Deplorable's munching on. He doesn't have the sausage. He's munching on he's trying to keep down the influx of Pringles that we have in the back. You like that one? All right. Oh, you want to continue on this one? Okay. Deplorable says to continue. What do you say, Farmer? Do we continue? We did pretty good on hunting. I say we go ahead and continue. And Farmer agrees. Okay, I can agree with that. We'll change it up a little bit. Continue. So we're going to hit continue. That's 2. All that food is getting heavy. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit continue. We're gonna hit number 2 for continue. Here we go. We're gonna eat well, of course. That's 3. Cold weather. We got clothing though. You had enough clothing to keep warm. Okay, so let's see how much clothing we use. And again, Farmer says all that food's getting heavy. Okay, let's see. Let's hit return. It's June 21st, 1847. Our food is $191. Clothing's still at 25. I thought we lost clothing. I guess we just lost a little food. That's it. We lost a little food. Clothing's still at 25. Okay, we're doing good, man. We're doing pretty good. We got 950 miles we've gone, and we got 1,082. We're almost halfway there. Let's hit return. Hunt or continue? Do we do another continue? Do we dare do another continue? A second continue? And for those people that are listening on the Spotify for Creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, we're playing a text-based game, and I'm reading off the selections that are on the screen here. We're doing Oregon Trail. Do we hunt or continue? Okay, I'm sort of, continue. That's what I'm thinking. Continue. What do you say, Farmer? Then we will hunt. Okay, we'll go ahead and continue, and then we'll hunt next time. Okay, so 2, we're continuing. We're going to eat well. Eat well is 3. We killed a rattlesnake after it bit me. Oh, God, those damn snakes. Okay, let's see what the damage is. Oh, food went down to 168, 1642 on bullets, 25, and supplies went down to 100. So we used $5 in supplies. We have meds. We have meds, yeah. Matter of fact, when I got bit, deplorable, farmer just threw me a packet of a snake bite kit. So I'm okay. We've gone 1,159 miles, 880 miles to go. So next time we're going to go, we're going to hunt. So let's go ahead and continue. And we're going to go ahead and hunt. Number 1. And we're going to get ready to shoot. Bang. B-A-N-G. B-A-N-G. Nice shot. Right between the eyes. Right on target. Good eating tonight. We did good. Okay, we're going to eat well. That's 3. We lost our way. We got more heavy fog. Time is lost. Press return to continue. Okay, so we'll hit to continue. And we're more than halfway. We're 1,299 miles. Clothing is, or we have 741 miles to go. We have 108. Our food is dropping now. We have 188. That's all the Pringle. I think that's the results of deplorable eating all the Pringles in the back of the wagon. As far as it goes, we got 1,625 bullets, 25, and clothing is still doing good. We're not naked. We usually were naked by this time. Miscellaneous supplies 100, and we got 190 in cash. Okay, we should hunt next time. We're gonna hunt next. Okay, let's see. We're going to continue. We'll go ahead and do a hunt again. Deplorable says the hippie got me stoned. I got the munchies again. That's why we're losing it. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and hunt again. Okay. We're going to hit hunt 1. And get ready to shoot. Wham. W-H-A-M. Woo! Other than that first time, we're doing good on the hunting, folks. Farmer's laughing at Deplorable's munchie comment. He's just munching away on the Pringles. Okay, we did good. Let's go ahead and we're going to eat well. That's 3. Riders ahead. They don't look hostile. They always say that. That's freaking Antiva in disguise here. So we're going to go ahead and attack. I'm going to attack. We always attack, just like we eat well. Here we go. Got to get ready to shoot. Wham. W-H-A-M. God, I'm still I can't go any faster. The riders were hostile. Check for we attacked. And I got to be I don't know how much quicker I can be on that. Kick them in the you know what, but I think I chased them off again. Let's see what the results are. Wild animals are attacking. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, spilt my coffee here. Hang on. We got spilt coffee on the desk. Hang on for a minute, folks. Let me get a napkin. We hit a bump on the wagon. My coffee just spilled. Mrs. She's in the chuck wagon saying, okay, let me clear this out. What's that?
Clean the mess up, man.
Yeah, I got to clean up the wagon.
Oh, you do. I'm not.
No, she does. I got to save those notes. I got to rewrite those notes. Okay, nothing lost here. We're good. We're good. Okay. Let's see. Wild animals are attacking. Let's see. Maybe throw rocks at them. Okay, we could. Okay, kill the animals. Pretend like you're hunting. Yeah, that's what I got to do. You're getting my Pringles wet. I'm getting the Pringles wet. Okay, let's pretend we're hunting here. Let's hit to start shooting. Wham, WHAM. Nice. See, I got them. Get the heck out of here, you critters. Oh my God, we have we got soggy Pringles now because I spilt my coffee. I still got half a cup left though. Got to be careful of that. Okay. Soggy Pringles. Okay, let's hit continue. August 2nd, 1847, we've gone 1,451 miles. We got 589 to go. We're good. Look at our food. Those critters, they added into the critters I just shot. We're back up to $207 in food, 1,435 bullets, $18 in clothing. We're still clothing, not naked. $100 in supplies and cash. So, yeah, here we go. Now we're going to die for sure. Yeah, with the Pringles, farmer says, and the deplorable says, "Rest in peace." Caffeine Pringles. I won't sleep for weeks. Yeah, there we go. We'll keep you up. Okay, we're gonna hit continue. Hunt. Continue. Let's hunt. We're good at hunting. Wham. WHAM. Bing! Right between the eyes. Months. You're going to be caffeined out. We're going to eat well. 3. Uh-oh. Unsafe water. We lost time. Looking for a clean spring. So we just lost time. We're still doing good. Knock on wood. And this is level 3, folks. August 16th, 1847. We got 200. Look at the food went up again. Is deplorable getting the extra shipments of Pringles coming into the chuck wagon here? As far as that goes, 1,421 bullets. We have $18 in clothing, 100 miscellaneous, 190 in cash. We've gone 1,598 miles. We got 400. We're almost there. 442 miles to go. Hunt or continue? I'll get. Don't judge me, deplorable says. Okay, do we do a continue on this one, or do we do a hunt? Farmer's laughing at that. Don't judge deplorable. Okay, our selections. Do you want to hunt or continue? Yelling back to the farmer says continue. Deplorable says continue. And farmer says continue. Okay, so we're going to hit continue on this one. Okay, hit and continue. We're going to eat well. We always do. We got plenty of food, for God's sakes. Wild animals ahead. Oh, we're going to get these wildly rascals. Shoot. SHOT. Did it again. Bing! We caught him. The food just went through the roof here. They didn't get much. Okay, they didn't get much. So that means they might have got something. We'll hit enter. Blizzard in the mountains. Lose time and supplies. Your medicine cured you. Okay. But we still got 85. Look at that. 85 in supplies. 176 in food. 1,002 bullets. $10 in clothing. We used a little clothing there. We're 1,750 miles with 290 miles to go. Yeah, more food. We got more food there. We're doing pretty good on the food. Maybe that's the difference going from 4 and 5 to 3 on the level. Okay, here we go. We're good. The farmer says we're good. So, okay, here we go. We're entering. Okay, do we want to hunt? Continue? We're not going to stop at the fort. We don't need anything. Do we do another continue? Okay, deplorable says continue. And Farmer says, okay, we're going to do the continue. I think we're sitting pretty well. So we're going to hit continue. That's 2. We're going to eat well. Cold weather. Okay. You have enough clothing to keep you warm. Mild illness, but we have medicine. So we're getting towards the end. So let's see. September 13th, 1847, we have $153 in food. We have 1,082 bullets. We have $10 in clothing still. Our supplies, we have $80, and we have $190 in cash. So we've gone 1,941 miles. We have 99 miles to go. Here we go. We're going to hunt or continue. I don't know. Everything's looking good. I'd say continue. Okay, Deplorable says continue. What's Farmer say? 99 miles to die, but he says continue. Okay, we're going to hit continue. Here we go. 2. We're going to eat well. That's 3. Selection 3. Mild illness. Your medicine. Thank God we have that medicine, huh? Okay, here we go. And just like that, we arrived at the Oregon City after 2,040 long miles. Hooray! A real pioneer we are. We're pioneers, yes. And let's see, we end up at Sunday, September 19th, 1847. That's what it says. $141 in food, $1,002 or 1,002 bullets, $10. We're clothed. We're not naked. $75 in food or supplies and $190. President Polk sends you his heartiest congratulations and wishes you a prosperous life ahead in your new home. And there we go. We made it. Yeah, Farmer. Yeah, we made it. And so many Pringles left over. we could send them over to the Liberty's Mercantile now. We brought her in a new item for the Mercantile. And you know the difference is? You know what I noticed? We didn't lose any oxen. That's because I think, Farmer, we didn't lose any oxen. That's Deplorables here. Just saying. Just kidding. Let's see. Farmer says you should go find Liberty so that surplus can be sold in it. Yeah, we're shipping it over there. And Farmer's laughing. And Deplorables laughing. Okay, so there we are. We made it on no, we're not going to do another journey. We made it on another goodbye till next time, and we appreciate it there. Let's see. We'll go ahead and reboot this. No, we're going to shut this down. Power. We're going to shut this down. Power, and we're going to turn it off. There we go. So there we did. 2 weeks in a row. We're getting pretty good at this. We're becoming real pros at this. Oh, my camera just went. Hang on. Let me turn it back on. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, there we go. We're becoming real pros at this as far as that goes, folks. Let's see. Let's put this back on the big screen. And are we back up there? There we are. We're back up. And SUS? What's SUS? Fruitful allegations. Fruitless allegations. And Farmer says, you may have been too high to help her. Yeah, that's right. He was too stoned in the back of with the hippie. He's partying with the hippie, eating the wet Pringles. And Farmer's laughing. and Deplorables. Suspicious. Okay, SUS is suspicious. Okay, suspicious. Yeah, okay, gotcha, Farmer. Okay, we made it another successful. That's 2 weeks in a row, and that was on level 3. That was our first time on level 3, so that was pretty good as far as that goes. But we are past the 2-hour. Deplorable. You got to get to work. As far as I don't want to make you late. That was fun, guys, as always. The Oregon Trail with the Commodore 64. I got to wrap this up and go out for a walk, and I think I got a cinnamon bun the missus there in the chuck wagon. She made me something special. No, she bought some cinnamon buns yesterday, so I'm gonna have one this morning. Maybe before I go out. Maybe I'll save it when I come back. But anyway, um, yeah, I started. Oh, you started a new job yesterday? Oh, okay, okay. So we don't want you to be late on the new job. Late on day, yeah, late on day 2 would be bad. Yes, that would be bad. So get to work. You have a great day there, Deplorable. And Farmer saying, have a great day, weekend. Same to you, Farmer. Thank you very much with the flags. God bless America there. And you have a great day as well, as far as that goes. But we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl who was here at the beginning of the broadcast. Tony D, thank you very much, my friend, down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Tina's out at Central New Jersey. And let's see, Farmer, he says, enjoy your weekend, everyone. Or Deplorable says, enjoy your weekend, everyone, with the flags also. Thank you, Deplorable. Thank you very much for that. Great fun here on the Oregon Trail. We made it, and we're getting better at it. I was amazed. The food was just going up. But thank you, Tina from Jersey. Thank you, Tony from Warner Robins, Georgia. Thank you, Deplorable from Bradford, Pennsylvania, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I think that's what got me mixed up with Pennsylvania and Virginia with you and Farmer. But Deplorables from Bradford, Pennsylvania, right across the border over there by Olean, New York, a little to the west on the Pennsylvania side. And Olean, New York is home of the St. Bonaventure's College, or university, I should say. Great university, great. And Farmer coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as California East. Thank you both. Captain Rehab, thank you. Can't forget about him. Thank you for being here. Glad to see you're up and about and a lot better and being here on the morning coffee in the chat and coming in from the city of brotherly love. You have a great weekend, my friend. Enjoy. And I think that's about all we had in the chat. So again, thank you all in the chat. Thank you those that were watching on the broadcast here. Greatly appreciated, as well as those that are listening on the audio replay over on Spotify for creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. And I'm Fireman Rich on all those other fine social media platforms. So you can just check the links on the various platforms here. We're ending with 6 on Rumble, 1 on YouTube, 1 on Locals, and 2 on Twitch. So thank you very much for that. Or Google Fireman Rich. You'll see we're at Fireman Rich. So other than that, I'm going to go finish this cup of coffee, get my walk in for this morning, and see what happens there. Oh, C_Tiger_31 is live. Go visit Tiger over there on Twitch there. He's doing the Lotro this morning on his regular schedule. So other than that, I wish you all well. We made it to the weekend. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll be doing something tonight here or this weekend with Lotro. And with that, Rich Roberts wishing you all well. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. And God bless you all. And God bless America. Ciao for now.